Itt vagyok a tulipán imádók mennyországában, Európa legnagyobb virágos kertjében, a hollandiai Keukenhofban, ahol 32 hektáron összesen 7 millió hagymást ültetnek el a hozzánk hasonló virágőrültek nagy örömére. Itt aztán tényleg minden a tulipánokról szól. What are the numbers? What's the size? How many tulips do you plant here each year?
Yeah. Keukenhof is a place famous for all the tulips. Every year again, in October, we start planting 7 million flower bulbs.
Wow.
7 million, all by hand. There's not a machine to create Keukenhof.
How long does that take?
It will take about 3 months, 40 gardeners every day of the week.
Congratulations, your designs are wonderful.
Thank you, thank you.
How long does it take to make the design?
Now I have 2 months, and then I send it to the growers so that they know what they have to bring us.
Where do you get your inspiration from each year?
The inspiration I get is most of the park itself, how it flows. You know, you got a hill, you make something what look nice on a hill. And when you have something on the other side of the water, you want to see it from that side. It is what feels good, and what at that moment pops in my mind. I draw, and if it's good, it's good, and if it's not good, I try again and I try again. And
every year again we have a theme. This year our theme is flower classics. We try to connect to, for example, the famous Dutch paintings from the 16th and the 17th centuries. You have the mixtures of flowers in a vase, and what we try to do is show all the flowers that were used then in the musea in the Netherlands, here in the park as well.
You say that you replant the bulbs each year. What happens to the bulbs that you take out?
The bulbs, we just throw them away. They go into compost, and next season we will use it as a fertilizer in the park. So it's a circulatory system. We don't throw anything away, but the bulbs will not stay bulbs. We need fresh bulbs every year. In Holland we have professional flower bulb growers. That's a profession. It's very difficult to do so. We can create a park, but they are the ones to supply the best bulbs for our start of a new season.
És mit találtunk? Kedves beszállítónk a Kippenker kertje. Ez ugye úgy néz ki itt minden, hogy minden területet különböző hagyma termesztők biztosítanak, és ők adják hozzá a muníciót, és ezt a területet, ezt a Kippenker látja pontosan azokkal a hagymákkal, amiket nálunk a webshopban meg tudtok vásárolni. Hát ilyen gyönyörűségek vannak, tehát mindenhol gyönyörűségek vannak, tehát akárhová megy az ember, valami szépet talál. Mondjuk kicsit nehéz filmezgetni, mert rengetegen vannak, ami érthető, mert végre jó idő van, holnap szakadni fog az eső elvileg, úgyhogy már mindenki kiszabadult, így vasárnap. De tényleg minden sarkon van valami, amit érdemes lefotózni, fölvenni, úgyhogy szerintem az 1 négyzetméterre jutó selfie száma az itt valószínűleg, tudom, 100 per óra. De én is csatlakozom hozzájuk ezzel a selfie-vel. What's your trick to have the garden blooming for so long? You're open for 8 weeks. How do you do that?
The most flowers bloom for 2 weeks, and we plant in difficult layers. So we have the early tulips, the mid tulips and the late tulips. So if the one is blooming out, the next one will come, and if it's blooming out, the next one will come. So we can fill 8 weeks.
What's the deepest you can plant a bulb?
We have spades, and the deepest one is 2 spades deep. So that's like this.
Wow, and they come up from that deep.
But if you plant a crocus that deep, it will not come, only a little bit leaves. So the big bulbs go the first layer, and then the little bit bigger bulbs up there, and then the crocuses and the muscari.
Do you have any special tricks to keep them really nice and beautiful once they're in the ground?
A little bit rain will do it.
Yes, that definitely helps. But you've got plenty of that here.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 weeks it was too dry, so we have to give water some fields. Well, to keep it nice, the bloom will be nice out itself. The first layer has bloomed, we put it out, and then the next layer can shine. The weeds we take out, and that's the only thing we do.
What about fertilizing? Do you give them any fertilizers?
When we plant, then the first fertilizer goes in the ground, and that's the only fertilizer we use.
Because the bulbs have the power within them.
We get the big bulbs from the growers, and there is enough energy in it to grow for the time it's blooming.
I know it's very difficult because you like each child, but do you have a favorite plant, a favorite variety?
Yeah, the daffodils are my favorite because they are natural. They are blooming in the wild like this. But the tulips, they create new species, and it's only bigger and bigger, and it's beautiful, but I like the nature more, so I like daffodils.
And when you've left Keukenhof at the end of the day, you should be inspired and be enthusiastic to go and work with flowers by yourself, in your garden, in your houses, in your homes. That's what we try to do. And no one can make Keukenhof. Most people do not have a garden of 32 hectares.
No.
But to create a little piece of Keukenhof in your own garden, you can do that. But just by using one pot on your balcony with a little tulips and crocus in it, will give you a very good feeling in springtime. So that's what we try to do. Show huge Keukenhof over here and give a little idea back home to make your own Keukenhof.
Couldn't have said it better. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ennyi fért ebbe a Keukenhofi beszámolóba. Remélem tetszett, ha igen, akkor nyomjatok egy lájkot, esetleg osszátok is meg, hogy máshoz is eljusson. Iratkozzatok fel a csatornára, ha még nem tettétek volna meg. Nézzétek meg az Instagram oldalunkat, a Facebook oldalunkat, esetleg a webshopunkat is. Köszönöm a figyelmet, és ne felejtsétek, a boldogság a kertben terem, Hollandiában aztán különösen. Sziasztok!